in McDonald's all around the world. Also in the Hollywood Improv Comedy Store. Everybody give it up for Brandon Brickz! Woo! All right. Let's go.
Thank you guys for being here. You guys can have a seat, I'm just a big black man, I'm not even the president. What's up? Man, hey, before I get started, I need you guys to follow me on Instagram at Diabetes the Second. Now listen, it's messed up. I don't got diabetes, but I do jokes about having diabetes because I'm big. You feel me? Everybody make fun of yourself. Somebody got mad at a show because I was making fun of diabetics and I don't have diabetes. He came up to me after the show. He was like, I'm so disappointed in you. I'm like, bro, I'm 385 pounds. I still got time. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like, you know what runs in my family? I had to tell him, I said, you know what runs in my family? I said, nobody. That's why I'm fat. You feel me? Like, that's why. And I'm like, I still got time, bro. I can't believe this, man. You can't have misrepresentative. Whoever you are, you gotta be all the time. Like on Instagram, all I do is videos of me dancing with my shirt off. It's not Magic Mike, it's Tragic Mike. You feel me? But you gotta be careful what you put on the internet because people will look for you and try to cancel that ass. You feel me? They trying to cancel everybody. You know what I'm saying? White bitches, black, everybody, Asian people, they canceling everybody. It's messed up. I got canceled from a black church. Now listen, I was supposed to do a gig at this church, and I've been here before, and they needed a comedian. They were paying $1,000 a month for the gig. So you have to submit your Instagram because they want to know who they're doing business with. So they checked my Instagram, and I had a picture with me with powdered sugar on my nose, right? Right, you see where this is going, right? They thought it was cocaine. I'm too big to do cocaine. My heart can't take it. You feel me? Like, and I'm explaining to him, I'm like 385 pounds. I can't control my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, my nipples get hard when I smell Mexican food. My nipples get harder than trap music. Niggas be, you know what I'm saying? And like, this is the first time in history a fat dude has to prove himself to be fat and not a drug addict. I'm like, if I was doing cocaine, wouldn't I be skinny? You know what I'm saying? I would be spending all my money on cocaine and not sugar. And they're like, no, we know cocaine when we see it. I said, okay, you know this is cocaine, but you can't tell me that your choir director's gay? You couldn't tell me that? I'm like, nobody's that happy for Jesus. Because when I went to church, I saw, yes, Jesus loves me. Ain't nobody that happy for Jesus. Yes, Jesus. He's switching for God. You don't switch when you're in church. That's a sin. That's a sin. I know that. That's a sin. That's not even kosher. Like, I want to go back to church. I think church is a wonderful place. There's no guns in church, you know what I'm saying? But one time after school, I lived by a church. I literally got chased when I was 13 years old into a church parking lot. I got my ass beat. And I was like, where was God when I was getting my ass beat at a church parking lot? That was one reason why I didn't go. Every time you go to church or you watch a televangelist and you depressed, you just like, I just need some hope, right? And you go and you watch it, they always like Cash App God, Venmo, the Holy Spirit. Like, you gotta, God is always asking for money, which is weird because he's almighty, all powerful, and apparently he's all broke. I think God got a gambling problem, you feel me? And then they want you to go to heaven through like this water they dunk. Dude, I know a wet t-shirt contest when I see one. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. One clap. Thank you. How you guys feeling though? You guys feeling good? Like after coronavirus, like we fucking survived, like real shit. We fucking survived that shit. This is our Vietnam. Millennials, we don't go through, look at how you guys are dressed. We still dress like we're 13, you know what I'm saying? He got his hat backwards. This man is clearly 50, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna roast y'all, so don't, look, she's like, please don't say nothing to me. All right, I'll be good. I'll be a good white one. I'll be good. I'm not racist anymore, so that's good. Real talk, you know how, because I shared my blunt with a white dude during the BLM march, and it was crazy. I was like, Black Lives Matter, and I'm like, white blunts do too. You know, I hit that, man. You know, ain't no segregation when it comes to weed. We sharing that. I might steal it. Nah, man, this is crazy, the pandemic. I didn't like, okay, before the riots, I called it. I knew it was gonna be a riot. Tensions were thicker than gravy. I know, I like gravy. But it was tension. Black people, white people, Mexican people, Eskimo people were tripping. I ain't even ever seen an Eskimo until I saw CNBC talk about that. CNBC, we have a live Eskimo. He has to pick sides. Do you choose white or black? He's like, nigga, I look like a Mexican, nigga. That's all he was. I was like, damn. I don't know. This is crazy, man. I was mad because when I marched, I got tricked into marching with white people. Dude, it's funny how we're marching for white people, against white people, with white people, which is amazing. Because everybody's confused, you know what I'm saying? Everybody goes to those marches for different reasons. You know, if you toxic, you try to get some pussy. If you white girl, you there in solidarity because you got black dick. You know what I'm saying? It's probably some gay people there just trying to get some, just included in shit. You feel me? You ever see a gay person riot? It's crazy though. It's like we riot. And then the most insane thing about this whole thing is how out of shape I got. You know, I had got coronavirus at the beginning of the pandemic, and then when I had it, it slowed me down, so my wife had to take care of me in the house, so I'm just sitting there getting big. I'm bigger than it. I was like, man, so I was like, let me get my big ass with these white people and start marching. I was with like a very disrespectful white boy. He was really gassed up. I was like, man, maybe you were black in another lifetime. Because this dude was mad. He was like, fucking bad. Do you know him? Like, are you in a relationship? Because he was pissed. And I'm just like, all right, so I'm distancing myself. So nobody tells you how long you have to march. I was marching for days, it felt like. And they would talk, and then pow, pow, and the riots happened because I was marching in the beginning before the news people showed up. You feel me? And they started rioting, and this is what made me mad because I was too tired to steal. This is a problem. I would sit down. I was like, damn, if I had my truck, maybe I can get a couple of these Mexicans to put it on the back because I am out of shape. I don't miss that, man. I don't miss it. I'm so happy that we all in unison and working together now, you know, because when Trump was president, man, I didn't like what his people were doing, the Trump followers were doing, but dude, every time I woke up, I was entertained by Trump. I was like, this nigga's better than SNL, this motherfucker. This nigga tweeting all the time, he don't sleep. I'm like, dude, he's on cocaine. He is definitely, this dude's on cocaine. You know, now I'll be forgetting who the president now is. Biden, nigga, who the fuck? We gotta, like, who the fuck? I'm like, man, this is whack, dude. America look trash. Like, we just look bad representation. You know, I thought white people went out of style a long time ago. You feel me? This nigga, he's Jesus. You remember the Tales from the Crypt, nigga? That nigga looked like that old nigga from Tales of the Crypt. Oh, man, all y'all niggas